Hello everybody and welcome to a reaction for The Last of Us Part 2 official story trailer. Now, there has been a lot of controversy around The Last of Us Part 2. I have not mentioned anything about it just yet, and I have been spoiled on it. I do know what happens in The Last of Us Part 2. I'll say my piece on whatever. Let's just watch this trailer and I'll just get my raw reaction, you know, things like that. But we'll watch the trailer first. I'm looking forward to this trailer and I'm not at the same time now. But yeah, anyway, we'll have a look and see what it's about and have a look through the trailer afterwards. All right, here we go.
I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. Ellie! But they ain't.
Please stop!
Okay, interesting. We've seen this shot before.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
Jesus.
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I want what you want. But not at any cost. I really hope you make it.
I have to finish it.
There's a cost.
Oh my god.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
Huh. Okay, interesting. Okay, alright. Ooh. I want to have a quick look at this. Who is this? This shot was quite... I honestly, judging this from a story trailer alone, not like if I was to not know what I knew, this would be really incredible. Right, let's have a look through this then. So it seems to be just... Well, it looks like we'll get to see some of their story after The Last of Us 1 then, because this, initially I thought this was, you know, I thought it was from Last of Us 1 footage, but it isn't. You can see Joel's face looks a little bit different compared to Last of Us 1's graphics. Ellie's got a little bit more of an angularness to it, like she's growing a little bit. You can tell that in the graphics that she's just a little bit older, if only a little. You got like really, I mean, graphically this game I'm sure is going to be absolutely gorgeous, and the gameplay looks like it's going to be amazing too. But obviously a lot of us are in this for the story. Joel with his guitar, I mean, everybody loves it. Again, she's looking a bit older, generally speaking.
I wish things were
It's very subtle, but...
Ellie!
Joel's still looking after her, but like, I mean...
They ain't.
A bit out of sync there, that's a bit odd.
They ain't.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that though. Just shit like that happens. Some intense scenes with clickers. I believe... I haven't seen all the footage that's been released for The Last of Us 2, not the spoilers now, that were actually officially released. But I think I know what this scene's about, but just in case... I'm pretty sure I've seen the footage, I want to say, but yeah, anyway, I got an idea of what this would be. I'm not going to spoil it though, because it could potentially be right, but it might be from something that's been released already, so I'm not going to claim there's like new things that I'm figuring out here. We've seen this shot before. I mean, obviously it's going Last of Us. It's going to be really gritty. It's going to be like lots of hardships to endure during this story. as Ellie.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
This is after judging by her face here, this is after the experience she goes through. Here, I'm assuming this is only just after that. Something happens to her tragically that makes her want to go after and kill all these people.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
As she says, she's leaving tomorrow. There's no going back. She's just going to try and finish it.
To do this smart, we be
Good old
leaving
Tommy.
Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get away with this.
God, so yeah, it looks like a lot of crazy shit's going to happen. Getting blown up, knife to the throat. I mean, Last of Us 1 had so many good bits in it. I've got my cup of tea here as well, by the way. I hope you all have a drink and just chilling out watching this. Anyway, completely off track. That's what The Last of Us 1 did so well, is that it made you feel gripped with it, and like there were some really intense moments, like just for those of you who haven't played Last of Us 1, spoilers incoming, like the scene with the really creepy guy. I can't remember his name and it's really annoying me, but the really creepy guy, cannibal leader guy, and there was some really like awful like connotations that you could make from it, from that fight that he was having with Ellie, and it really creeped you out, gave you goosebumps in the bad kind of way. You know, spine-chilling kind of character. And then there was also the bit where, like, Joel was interrogating those two guys to find Ellie, and there was such raw emotion in that. And you could easily tell that, like, the characters in those moments were so in it, and they were, like, you know, the actors, sorry, who, like, you know, when they were acting it out in the mocap. And, like, it was such intenseness to it, brutality, grit, and you just felt it all, and it made it a really memorable scene, that torture scene.
How'd you find us?
This is from the gameplay we've seen. It seems like she just...
Can't stop this.
In terms of you can't stop this, I'm assuming that's about... I got a feeling that could be... where is it? Somewhere along here. I want to say it's that guy, but I don't... I don't know. I could be wrong about that. But,
You can't stop
oops.
this.
So, yeah. This bit here, it could be her Asian friend, possibly. You know, Asian American friend. But also somebody who's a part of the gang that she's going for, or the cult, or whatever it is. The group of people that she's trying to kill. And could also definitely be linked somehow. Well, obviously, he's linked to it, but we don't know whether it's her friend who's trying to... This could potentially, you never know, this could potentially be her trying to help her friend. And, like, because she seems awfully calm in this moment. She seems like she knows the outcome of this. And so she could be just trying to talk her friend out of trying to stop her from going after a gang. So maybe then... it is the guy from later in the trailer, and then helps her out, possibly, in her journey. Or if that's a part of the gang and she's just saying you can't stop it, and she's just super confident, then that could also be a thing. But I got a feeling, my prediction for this scene is that she is, like, trying to, you know, talk a friend out of trying to stop her.
You can't stop this.
As we've seen in the gameplay, like the gameplay in it looks really good. It looks amazing. I hope it's only as good as the gameplay trailers showed, you know, that we got years ago, or a year ago, 2 years ago. Because that was incredible to watch, and it looked so, like, lifelike. It was crazy. I really hope the gameplay lives up to it. God, I'm burping from the tea. Yeah, so I hope the gameplay's as good as that, and honestly, I'd probably play it for the gameplay alone, not net. If what I've read about the story, and it's allegedly all true, it's been confirmed that what the spoiler leaks were true. So if I were to get this game, I wouldn't get it for the story. I would get it for the gameplay purely because it sounds like it's going to be so much fun to play the game. But I mean, it's so heavily linked in the story. But
I want what you want.
stitching, arrows. I mean, we can't really pick up much whether it was her or somebody else. We do know from the first trailer we got of The Last of Us 2 that there was somebody with a bow. So maybe it could be somebody from that group that she's hunting. I keep goddamn clicking out. Okay, right. Some pretty hard conversations going on here. It seems to be the same place, this like underground bunker area or something like that. I mean, it could be anything from a red glow, but it looks like it's that exact same thing, and she's done something terrible, possibly. Like, from that, because the way she was on setting looking, she looked like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. Very solemn looks at each other. Who is that? Yeah, we don't know this character, I don't believe. Or him.
I have to finish it.
People getting blown up. Bunch of killing, stabbing, her going after the gang. What is it going to cost? So, definitely, like, they're going for this theme of, you know, like, almost kind of like, you know, you can't just kill, like, indiscriminately and expect to get away with it all. There's always going to be something that catches up with you, kind of theme in the trailer that I'm getting from this. That seems to be, is it Dina? I want to say her name's Dina. Here with her. Tommy again. Some pretty including scenes. Yeah, that scene got me, to be fair, watching that.
Maybe you should have.
Okay, I kind of wish it had an impactful hit to that, because it's like her doing something so aggressively. I feel like it needed the impact to make it feel a bit more oomph, but yeah, I think overall, not knowing what I know, over unwriting what I know in my head, I think it's a really incredible trailer. I think it looks amazing, as to be expected. The voice acting seems pretty good. You know, the combat looks fun from the tiny little snippets we got. Story does look gripping. It does look like the scenes are going to be well, like, I won't say for the dialogue, but they'll probably be well shot, and they'll just be lookers. It'll just be good to look at least. We know that much. And I just want to see as many scenes as I can between Ellie and Joel, and as many of Joel as I can get, because I love him as a character. So, yeah. Again, I'm not personally sure if I'm going to pick up the game or not. I'm probably going to wait for reviews and see if everything is as bad as it seems right now for the game, because it's been huge. It's been like the biggest gaming story of quite a while. But yeah, I'm undecided whether I'm going to pick up the game or not, to be honest. I'm going to be waiting to hear reviews and get a general consensus from reviews on YouTube, and obviously spoiler free. Although I've already had major parts of the game spoiled for me, unfortunately. But it's the internet. You're going to get spoiled on things, especially when something comes out like this. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, honestly, you can't, a lot of people are saying after they've heard the leaks stuff like, oh, it's going to be a really shit game. It's going to be really bad. I mean, it's not as black and white as that, all right? They're saying, oh my god, you know, it's going to be a really, like, shit game and stuff like that. Nothing's ever as black and white as it's good, it's bad. It's going to have some really good elements to it. I'm sure it will. The gameplay looks like it's top-notch. The graphics look like it's top-notch. As for everything else, the story, we haven't heard the full story yet. We know a lot about it, but we can't really... We know the story beats and the story plots from the spoilers. Also, avoid the comments of this video if you don't want to be spoiled. I'm not sure if I'll turn comments off or something like that, but yeah, I don't know. I think I trust you guys with this trailer, so I'm going to keep the comments on, but just be careful when going down in the comments if you don't want to be spoiled for the game, personally. Because, I don't know, maybe some random person will find this and then spoil the entire game and, like, put it in the comments down below. Who knows? So, I already know, though, so it wouldn't be any loss to me. I can look in the comments, but... yeah, so it's like the gameplay looks really good, the graphics look really good. As for the story, I'm gonna wait until I hear reviews of people who have experienced it from beginning to end and get their opinion on it. Like, I'll obviously look at multiple reviews as well to make sure there's a general, you know, look at the general consensus, as most people do. And yeah, I mean, that's all we can really do, though, can't we? Is like just hope it's gonna turn out a lot better than it's seeming right now. But yeah, it's gonna have good bits, it's gonna have bad bits. I mean, story being the main thing, and if they've messed up the story as bad as, you know, it has been said, then yikes. But gameplay alone and graphics alone, it looks like it's going to be really good. Aside from that, story-wise, I'm not going to say again. See, I can't even say if the gameplay is going to be really good. I can't even say, like, the graphics are going to be astonishing, although judging by the gameplay that they showed us was authentic and not, like, rigged up graphics for the demo, then graphically it's going to look amazing. Not saying it will. It's going to. We think it's going to. And we think the gameplay is going to be incredible too, because of the gameplay demo they showed us. Again, hopefully not completely fake. Or, like, you know, hopefully the combat system's going to resemble it in some way when it comes out. And, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I doubt they'd put that much effort into gameplay just for that one trailer, just to go back on their word. Because again, that would screw their reputation over even more right now, and that's the last thing that they want. So I'm sure the gameplay is what it was shown to be. Maybe not completely, but sure, I'm sure it'll be enjoyable and really fun because it looks it. It just looks it. So from the looks of it, again, I know I keep repeating myself. I'm just trying to kind of get I'm trying to make sure that I get my point across properly. Is that graphics, gameplay, they look like they're going to be good. Can't say until the final release. You never can. And then I'll look at some reviews when it comes out and decide on whether to get the game. And I don't often record on consoles. I did a while back, and then, like, for some reason, there was just this weird fadiness to all the videos that I recorded. They'd look fine, and then I went through the editing process, and then when they were in an editing software, they looked really fuzzy, and it was just like, ugh. Anyway, but yeah, you know, it's God, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really interesting here to see what this is gonna turn out to be. This game, I'm looking forward to seeing what other people are gonna say. I'm not gonna say I'm looking forward to the game itself. Like I said, I'd like to play the gameplay, but I am not decided on whether I'm getting the game or, you know, not yet. So maybe another proper gameplay trailer will show, and maybe it'll convince me. Who knows? So, yeah, I hope you liked it. I know I call these analysis, but you can only get so much from these story trailers, because I've done, obviously, Assassin's Creed Valhalla cinematic trailer coverage, and literally it's just a cinematic trailer, and that's pretty much, like, there have been a lot of other, like, sources that have been coming up telling about aspects of the game, but in terms of what you can get from the trailer itself, you can only get so much, because it's story trailer. It doesn't really say anything specific. You only see certain shots that catch your eye because they're reminiscent of Last of Us 1. So this I'm looking forward to. Honestly, the one bit that I'm looking forward to the most is seeing, like, Ellie and Joel continue off from where they left off. Hopefully we get a lot of, like, not a lot of it, but hopefully we get a decent look at the aftermath of Last of Us 1 through the eyes of, you know, young Ellie and younger Joel. That doesn't make sense. Not younger, you know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and it's been a bit, I'd be a lot more enthusiastic, but just because of everything that's been surrounding this game, and, like, it's been hard to be enthusiastic, especially when I'm spoiled on the game already, and it's the story trailer. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So, very interesting. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next trailer reaction or gameplay video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, guys.